House of the Dragon is a prequel series to Game of Thrones, set around 200 years before the events of the original series. It focuses on the Targaryen dynasty, specifically the events leading up to and during the Targaryen Civil War, known as the Dance of the Dragons. This conflict arises over the succession of the Iron Throne, leading to a brutal war that pits family members against each other. The series delves into the political intrigue, power struggles, and the significant role the dragons play in the Targaryen legacy. The show promises to expand the lore of Westeros, providing insights into the rich history of the Targaryens and their dragons. The first on the list is Varga. Varga is one of the oldest and largest dragons in George Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series and its TV adaptation, House of the Dragon. Originally written by Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen during Aegon's conquest, Vhagar is a fearsome and formidable creature. After Rhaenyra's death, Vhagar became the mount of several other Targaryens, including Prince Aemond Targaryen.
Vhagar is my mother's dragon.
Your mother's dead. And Vhagar has a new rider now.
Vhagar played a significant role in the Targaryen Civil War, known as the Dance of the Dragons, where her immense size and power made her a dominant force in battles, ultimately meeting her end in a fierce aerial duel. Moving on, we have Cyrax. Cyrax is a dragon, particularly featured in the House of the Dragon series. She is a relatively young and swift dragon with yellow scales. Cyrax is ridden by Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, the heir to the Iron Throne, during the Targaryen Civil War, known as the Dance of the Dragons. Unlike the older dragons like Vhagar, Cyrax is kept mostly in the dragon pit and has not seen much battle until the war. Despite her limited combat experience, Cyrax is a powerful and loyal dragon, fiercely protective of her rider. Next is Caraxes.
King of the Andals and the Rhaenyra and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. You hear my name.
Caraxes is a prominent dragon known as the Bloodworm due to his red scales. Caraxes is long, lean, and highly aggressive. He is ridden by Prince Daemon Targaryen, a key figure in the Targaryen Civil War, the Dance of the Dragons. Caraxes is distinguished by his serpentine appearance and considerable size, making him a formidable combatant. Notably, Caraxes is involved in significant battles during the Civil War, showcasing his fierce nature and loyalty to Daemon, culminating in a dramatic and tragic end. Moreover, we have Sunfire. Sunfire, also known as Sunfire the Golden, is a dragon known for his stunning appearance. Sunfire has golden scales and wings, making him one of the most beautiful dragons. He is ridden by King Aegon II Targaryen during the Targaryen Civil War, the Dance of the Dragons. Sunfire is noted for his loyalty to Aegon II and his significant role in the conflict. Despite his beauty, Sunfire is a formidable dragon in battle, but he suffers severe injuries during the war, which impact his strength and appearance. Next on the list is Meleys. Meleys, often called the Red Queen, is a majestic dragon known for her vibrant red scales and fearsome presence. She is ridden by Princess Rhaenys Targaryen, a key figure in the Targaryen Civil War, known as the Dance of the Dragons. Meleys is renowned for her speed and agility, making her one of the swiftest dragons of her time. Despite her age, she remains a formidable force in battle. Meleys and Rhaenys play crucial roles in the war, with the dragon's strength and agility making her a significant player in the conflict's major events. Then we have Arax. Arax is a young and relatively small dragon known for his pale, yellowish coloring. He is ridden by Prince Lucerys Velaryon, a key figure in the Dance of the Dragons, the Targaryen Civil War. As a young dragon, Arax lacks the size and experience of older dragons, but he is still a formidable creature, capable of flying and fighting. Unfortunately, Arax and Lucerys meet a tragic end during the conflict, underscoring the dangers and brutality of dragon warfare. Despite his youth, Arax's involvement in the war is significant, particularly in the events leading to the war's escalation. Then comes Vermax.
Vermax! Vermax!
Vermax is a young dragon with a greenish hue, ridden by Prince Jacaerys Velaryon during the Targaryen Civil War, the Dance of the Dragons. Although not as large or experienced as some of the older dragons, Vermax is still a powerful creature, capable of great speed and ferocity. Jacaerys, often known as Jace, rides Vermax in several key missions and battles throughout the conflict. Vermax's youth and relative inexperience are evident, but he plays a crucial role in the war, particularly in the early stages, when the young prince seeks to garner support for his family's claim to the Iron Throne. Now we are going to talk about Dreamfire. Dreamfire is a beautiful dragon with striking silver-blue scales. She has been bonded with several riders throughout her long life, most notably Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. Known for her graceful appearance, Dreamfire is a relatively smaller dragon. In addition, we have Moondancer. Moondancer is a young and slender dragon with pale green scales and pearly horns. She is ridden by Lady Rhaenyra Targaryen during the Targaryen Civil War, the Dance of the Dragons. Moondancer is known for her speed and agility, making her one of the fastest dragons of her time. Despite her smaller size and youth, she possesses a fierce spirit. Moondancer plays a notable role in the conflict, particularly in her encounters with larger dragons. Her loyalty to Baela and her courage in battle highlight the strong bond between dragon and rider, as well as the high stakes of the Civil War. Additionally, we have Tessarion, known as the Blue Queen, is a magnificent dragon with cobalt blue scales and bright copper eyes. She is ridden by Prince Daemon Targaryen during the Targaryen Civil War. Tessarion is known for her beauty and is considered one of the more visually striking dragons. Despite her relatively young age, she is a formidable and agile dragon, capable of breathing blue flames. Tessarion plays an important role in several battles during the war, showcasing her strength and the deep bond she shares with Daemon. Her distinct appearance and powerful presence make her a notable figure among the dragons of her time. Next is Stormcloud. Stormcloud is a young dragon ridden by King Aegon III Targaryen, also known as Aegon the Younger, notably smaller and less experienced than many of the other dragons involved in the conflict. Stormcloud is still a significant figure due to his role in the tumultuous events of the era. Likewise, we have Morning. Morning is a young dragon with pink scales and black horns. She is the last dragon hatched in the dragon pit and is bonded to Lady Rhaenyra Targaryen, daughter of Prince Daemon Targaryen and Lady Rhaenyra Velaryon. Morning is notable for her striking appearance and youthful energy. Due to her young age, she does not participate in many battles and remains relatively unscathed by the conflict's end. Morning represents the new generation of dragons, offering a glimmer of hope and continuity for House. Furthermore, we have Morgal. He is bonded to Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, although she is too young to ride him. Morgal is a relatively young dragon and, like his sibling Shaos, is not as prominent or experienced in battle compared to older dragons. Tragically, Morgal meets his end during the storming of the Dragon Pit, a pivotal event where a mob, driven by anti-dragon sentiment, attacks the dragons kept there. Subsequently is Shaos. Shaos is a young dragon bonded to Prince Jaehaerys Targaryen. Like Morgal, Shaos is relatively young and has not been fully trained or experienced in battle. He is kept in the Dragon Pit in King's Landing. Shaos is notable for his green scales and large size, which hint at his potential to grow into a powerful dragon. However, he meets a tragic end during the storming of the Dragon Pit, when an angry mob, incited by fear and hatred of dragons, kills him and several other dragons. Next is Veror. Vermithor, also known as the Bronze Fury, is one of the largest and most powerful dragons during the Targaryen Civil War. With bronze scales and vast wings, Vermithor is an impressive and formidable creature. He was originally ridden by King Jaehaerys I Targaryen, who was known for his long and peaceful reign. After Jaehaerys' death, Vermithor remained without a rider for some time until he was claimed by Hugh Hammer, a blacksmith's son who became a dragon seed, a person of low birth who can bond with dragons. Vermithor played a significant role in the Civil War, participating in several major battles. Despite his old age, he was a fierce and deadly dragon, known for his strength and fiery breath. Vermithor's involvement in the Dance of the Dragons highlights the dragon's significant impact on the conflict, as these powerful creatures were both prized assets and sources of immense destruction. Now, we are going to talk about Silverwing. Silverwing is a beautiful dragon with silver scales, known for her gentle and calm temperament. She was originally ridden by Queen Alysanne Targaryen, the beloved wife of King Jaehaerys I Targaryen. Silverwing and Alysanne shared a strong bond, and the dragon became known for her affectionate nature, often accompanying the queen on her journeys across Westeros. During the Dance of the Dragons, the Targaryen Civil War, Silverwing is one of the few dragons who survives the conflict. She is later ridden by Ulf the White, a dragon seed who claims her during the war. Despite being involved in the turmoil of the dance, Silverwing's gentle disposition and notable history with Alysanne make her a symbol of a more peaceful era in Targaryen history. After the war, she remains unclaimed and resides in the Reach, where she becomes a symbol of the Targaryens' lost grandeur and the tragedy of the dragon's decline. Let's move on to Sea Smoke. Sea Smoke is a dragon known for his pale silver-gray scales, giving him a misty, ethereal appearance. He is initially ridden by Sir Laenor Velaryon, the son of Princess Rhaenys Targaryen and Lord Corlys Velaryon. Sea Smoke is relatively young and agile, making him one of the faster dragons of his time. Sea Smoke is a key participant in several battles, including the crucial Battle of the Gullet. After Laenor Velaryon's apparent death, Sea Smoke remains unclaimed until he is ridden by Adam of Hull, a dragon seed who proves to be a loyal supporter of Rhaenyra Targaryen's faction. Sea Smoke and Adam play significant roles in the latter stages of the war, highlighting the importance of dragon seeds and their dragons in the conflict. Sea Smoke's story is marked by his transitions between riders and his involvement in the war, reflecting the turbulent times and shifting allegiances of the period. Then, I have got Sheepstealer on the list. Sheepstealer is a wild dragon known for his dark mud-brown scales and a reputation for being difficult to tame. As his name suggests, Sheepstealer was notorious for raiding livestock, particularly sheep, in the hills of Westeros. He was a savage and untamed dragon, living outside the control of the Targaryens. During the war, Sheepstealer was claimed by Nettles, a young girl of unknown parentage who used sheep as bait to win the dragon's favor. Nettles and Sheepstealer formed a unique bond, and she became one of the few dragon riders from outside the Targaryen bloodline. They played a significant role in the conflict, particularly in the eastern part of the realm. After the war, Nettles and Sheepstealer disappeared. While ending the list, we have the Cannibal. The Cannibal is one of the most notorious dragons in George R.R. Martin's House of the Dragon universe. Known for his fearsome and wild nature, the Cannibal is aptly named due to his predilection for eating other dragons, both dead and alive. His origins are shrouded in mystery, with no known rider and an age that is speculated to be older than most of the other dragons in Westeros. Residing on Dragonstone, the Cannibal is distinguished by his jet-black scales and his massive menacing presence. Unlike other dragons, the Cannibal never allowed himself to be tamed or ridden, maintaining an aura of feral independence and savagery. His reputation for devouring younger dragons made him a figure of terror among dragon lords and common folk alike. This wild nature and his aggressive behavior contributed significantly to the lore and myth surrounding him, making him a legendary figure in the histories of Targaryen dragons.